what is UI full stack and everything. So in our previous class, we discussed about the course content is divided into front end and back end, and we are going to learn building two types of apps. What are those? We are going to learn how to build web applications. Another one, distributed. Web and distributed are the main target. So we are going to build two types of apps, web, another one distributed. So we are going to start understanding and working with the web applications first. So today we are going to first start understanding with web. So I'm starting with the concept of web applications. Okay. So generally, to understand web applications, we need to understand some more terms technically. So web development in general and in reality, there are so many technical things you need to understand. Because see, you can learn web designing, web technologies through various resources. Like if you go through YouTube, you will find hundreds of channels for HTML, CSS, JavaScript. But unfortunately, what is the problem is whatever a person knows about HTML, CSS, what he knows and what he is using in his projects, environments, that he will try to explain you in every video or tutorial everywhere. The problem with learners is we learn a technology, but we don't know certain standards. In reality, when you are working for building apps in real time projects, it's not about only concept. It's not about only the language. We need to know about the standards. We have to learn the standards. We need to build according to standards. We need to follow certain rules. That's what not possible for any video or any tutorial to explain you everywhere, because that becomes lengthy. That generally you need to understand while learning the concept detailing. Because web development in general in videos is different when it comes to real time, because in real time a developer should know lot of standards. For example, I will tell you one general scenario to make you understand. Have you heard about um, recently, few months and year back, a app came into market? Its name is White Hat Junior. Have you heard? An app came into market called White Hat Junior. And what is their advertisement is your kid, join your kid in our training. Your kid will start building apps. Your kid will learn building apps. Seriously, any sensible software engineer will laugh at this point. That what you are talking about, that means you will teach my kid how to build an app. Then what a software developer will do if kid starts building the apps? That means they are misguiding. Do you know many people had complaint on this? And do you know in India, software, means High Court, Supreme Court of India has given a strict order and warning to those apps people, saying that you should not advertise this. Then they have to change their advertisement. Now, now they come with this advertisement that your kid will learn coding. That's okay, good, that's fine. But don't say that your kid will build apps. That's not possible. That's not possible because app building is not just like simple YouTube learning. So it requires a lot of standards to follow. I will explain. If we don't follow the standards, lot of issues will come. Developer is not about knowing the concept. It is about learning all the standards required for building an app. We have to learn. Let's see what they are. So first, you are going to start building web application. So you should know complete about web. Let's see. First thing, I hope you all people know what is network. Am I right? So what is a computer network? I hope everybody have a good idea. What is a computer network? What is the responsibility of a computer network? A group of computers connecting with each other, wired or wireless, for sharing information and resources. That means we can share information and we can share resources. So that's a simple definition. So a computer network comprises of group of computers connecting with each other for sharing information and devices. That is the official definition of a network. So group of computers are connected so that they can share information. They can share resources like printers, scanners. In an office, you want a printout from a computer. You don't need a printer on every computer. In a network, one printer is present. You can print from any location. So we can share information and resources. Actually, ARPANET is the first computer network. Computer network introduced introduced by United States Department of Defense. These people developed the first computer network and that is called ARPANET. So Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. That is the name of first computer network. ARPANET, Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. That is ARPANET. So the idea of connecting computers through a wire or wireless and sharing information through them was designed by this United States Department of Defense, and that is the first computer network name. So they call it as ARPANET, Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. That is the first computer network. Okay, now another thing also I hope many of you people know. What is that? What are various types of networks? You know that computer networks are classified into different types based on range and capacity. Like you heard LAN, MAN, another one is WAN. What are these? Local area network, metropolitan area network, wide area network. So depending on range capacity. In a office building, so computers are connected with each other. They share information. Then we can call this as LAN. If they connect between cities, then we can call it as MAN. If it is connected across the globe, then we call it as what? WAN, wide area network. Right? Now, another important is what is internet? What is the concept of internet? Internet is nothing but what is internet? It is a wide area network. So that connects computers computers all over the globe, all over the world, you can say. Generally, internet is a wide area network that connects computers all over the world. That's a WAN, wide area network. Internet is a wide area network. So it connects computers all over the world. It is a wide area network. Now, one problem is there with this internet. Actually, the idea of this internet was from a community called CERN. CERN developed the concept of internet. They developed the concept of internet. Council, Council, Council for European Research and Nuclear. That is CERN, Council for European Research and Nuclear. These people developed the concept of, they designed the concept of internet. They invented this concept of internet. But what is problem with this internet is internet have no restriction. Anybody can access information from anywhere. There is no restriction for internet. It was not very much secured. Then to handle this issue, to handle the concept of security, accessibility, and so limitations, we have a concept called web. We have a concept called web. That means web and internet both are not the same thing. So web is different. Web is a how you define web? What is the concept of web? So actually, how you define web? Web is a portion of internet with restricted access. It is a portion of internet with restricted access. Technically, web is not internet. You should not call internet. Web is a portion of internet with restricted access. It is a portion of internet with restricted access. Means, I will tell you one simple point here. You see, let's say, suppose I will show one option. Yeah. Actually, suppose we are having, yeah, uh, let's see. Yeah. We are having a simple concept I will show you. Suppose we have different areas. Means I will show in a simple way. No need of this all. In a simple way, I will explain that. Yeah. Here itself, I will show you. Actually, we have some, let's say, some countries, like we have some countries, like you see, I'm just showing here. Suppose we have some countries like India, and we have like US, and you have like UK, like this. Now, actually, all these countries are connected with each other, and they can share information. They are connected with each other and they can share information. So this is what they form internet. Now the concept is actually here. India have its own web, US have its own web, and UK have its own web. So web is a portion of internet with restricted access. Usually, who controls this web? Generally, the complete web of that particular region will be under the control of that government. That means Indian government controls Indian web, US web. So I hope you know this. For example, do you know? That means the point here is I will explain here. I will show you a simple concept. See, suppose let's open some for your understanding maps. Okay, I opened some Google Maps and I am searching here for Andaman Nicobar Islands. Andaman Nicobar Islands. I am searching for this Andaman Nicobar Islands here. And you can see here when I am searching here, observe in this islands, I will zoom. I am zooming here. On maps, I am zooming. You can see when I'm zooming, I can detailedly watch more details about the area. Am I right? But you observe here, there is an island called North Sentinel Island. This I cannot see. Even I zoom, I can't see what is in that island. Do you know why? Because it is the island where the world's primitive tribes are present and it is protected by government of India. General human beings are not allowed to go there. It is completely under control of Indian Navy and Air Force. Yearly once a medical team visits there and they check the health conditions of those tribes and they come back. And even that they are not allowed because they kill them. Means some through mediator they go there. Now the question is on maps when I am trying to watch detail, why it is not showing? That means our government have an order to the Google saying that these areas you can't show. Then they have to protect. I thought that on internet I can watch anything. No, you can't watch anything. For example, you open YouTube. In YouTube, you have some BBC channel. You go to BBC channel in YouTube. Few months back, 4 5 months back, BBC had made a documentary on our Prime Minister of India. It was a controversial documentary, and world means India don't want anybody to watch that video, and they banned it. On YouTube channel, that video is still available in their BBC channel. You click on that video in India, it will not open. It will say that you are restricted to watch this. I thought I can watch anything on internet. No, you can't watch. You are restricted. Who can watch, how much he can watch, what he can watch, everything is under control. That means restricted. This is not internet anymore. This concept is called as what? Web. Do you know Netflix US is different, Netflix India is different? You know, movies on Netflix US is different. Movies on Netflix India is different. Because in India, certain movies are illegal to watch according to our laws. Then those are not available for us. Right? Do you know you pay more money? You can watch Netflix on more devices. Otherwise, you can watch it only on one device. Do you know you pay more money? You can watch video with 4K quality, otherwise normal quality. What you are saying, quality also restricted. Yes. This is not internet anymore. This is called as what? Web. Web have a restriction. Web have a restriction. So that means It is not providing complete access, restricted access. So we are not developing internet applications. We are developing what type of applications? Web application means what? Web applications are restricted. Who can watch, what he can watch, how much he can watch, everything is under control. This is the concept of web. So we are developing web applications. We are not developing internet applications. So what is the concept of web? It is a portion of internet with restricted access. Restricted access. Actually, Tim Berners-Lee, Tim Berners-Lee, Berners-Lee, Tim Berners-Lee developed the concept of web. He developed the concept of web in early 1990. He developed this concept. So known as, generally we call Tim Berners-Lee as father of web. He invented the concept of web. He developed this concept of restricting internet. And he is the person who developed the language called HTML. HTML invented by Tim Berners-Lee. He designed it. So web is web is a portion of internet. Means we are developing applications that will run on internet, but they have a restriction. Actually, Tim Berners-Lee developed this concept. W3C maintains the standards of web. W3C maintains the standards of web. World Wide Web Consortium. These people maintains the standards of web. Web is now under the control of these people. These are the people who maintain web. Maintain web means what? Web standards, rules, and everything. It is led by Tim Berners-Lee. This community is led by Tim Berners-Lee. Their official website is w3c.org. w3.org. That is the official website. This is the official website of W3, World Wide Web Consortium. And what is web standard, web concept? I will explain the point here. So actually, here you need to know that generally, so what are web layers? This is another concept you need to know. We know that web is a restriction, and in this web restriction, there are so many layers. Actually, what are the basic layers of web? I will tell you. You should know that generally web layers means, let's say here, yeah. Web is actually divided into several concepts are there. Web is actually divided into three main layers. Web is divided into three main layers. Okay. It is divided into three main layers. Yeah. So web is divided into three main layers. One is we call as surface web. Another one we call as deep web. Another one we call as dark web. Dark web. We have three basic layers of web in general. Web have three layers. So the surface web, the deep web, and the dark web. Actually, approximately, you can say that this surface web So that surface web is just a 5% of the web, 5% of the web. So you can say that 75% is the deep web and 20% is the dark web. The dark web. Whatever internet you are using, whatever daily you are watching, whatever you are doing is the surface web. That is only 5% of internet. Surface web, only 5%. Whatever internet you are using means whatever you are watching daily websites or anything, whatever you do on your browsers, it is just the 5% of that web. You are not allowed to watch others. You are not allowed to watch others. That means you cannot go into deep web. Deep web is something like you can say it is under the control of government. Means usually private organizations, government organizations, they have their own websites and applications for their employees. That is not available to public people. Public. It is only for them. For example, you go to passports, visas. Passport visa have a website for general users. You can open that and you can watch. Passports, visas have a portal for their employees, which is accessible only for their employees and that is accessible only in their office campus. That means in their computers only they can open it and they can use it. Outside also, even they know the address, they cannot open it. They have to enter into the office, then only there they can access it. Outside, they are not allowed to access. Such web is called as what? Deep web. That means government related apps or private organizations related apps, their personal data, everything is present in deep web. You are not allowed to access the deep web. So they have so much restriction. So you cannot go there. And dark web is completely illegal. It is completely illegal. So you cannot touch it. So if you actually you can go into dark web through various browsers. We need special browsers to watch them, to go into that. But one major thing you should know is you sit at any place in the world and you just try to enter into dark web. In the next moment, police will be at your doorstep. Next moment police will be at your doorstep because you are under surveillance. So everything what you are watching is known to the government. Everything, including your Facebook, WhatsApp, messaging, chatting, everything they know. It's not private. Everything they know. And you try to just attempt to hit and watch it, then you are in trouble. You are in trouble. You are trying to open it at all, then you are in trouble. And in our Indian government laws, very complicated laws are there related to dark web, right? And overseas, you can't come out of jail in your lifetime at all. Once you are into such cases, it's very dangerous, and all illegal happens here. So in reality, everybody knows that dark web exists. That means we have a proof and we know that dark web exists. But it is on several people their own risk because in some countries, gambling is legal. In some countries, several things are legal, which are very much illegal in other countries. And from there, they operate these kind of things. So which are problem for others. Problem for others. So technically web is only the 5% that you are watching daily is surface web. Your emails, your websites, ticket booking and all this, your entire life is just 5% of internet. That means you can go into the deep web. You will find more about deep web, right? For example, just I will tell you one small concept I will tell you. Suppose you are having you want to buy something like a stationery. You want to buy a pen or pencil or something, and you can go into several shopping sites like Amazon, Flipkart, and all. Do you know, for example, here I will show you. Do you know, suppose now a government office is there, just like any government office, central government or state government office. They want to buy some stationery for their office, some laptops, some computers, some papers, pens. Now they don't have a provision like they they put a tender, and some contractor will take that and they pay money and get that. No, now they have a portal. Do you know Indian government has designed a portal for them? I think so. Indian government has designed a portal for them. You can see this is Government of India GEM portal. This is Government of India portal. This is GEM. This is Government e-marketplace. Government e-marketplace. This is like Amazon for government employees. Amazon for government office. Amazon Flipkart for government office. That means in a government office, they want a laptop. Then what they will do? Earlier, there was so much problem. Problem means they buy a laptop for 40,000, they put a bill for 1 lakh. Lot of misuse of money happens. But now, if you want a laptop, what you have to do? You have to go here, you have to log in, and you have to order. A laptop will come from a company. That means no personal transactions. That means no personal people recommendations, anything. Government have a contract with certain people, only those people will send you. You can't buy from anything outside. This portal you open, you can't do anything with this. You can't even see what they have because you need a thumb. Thumb means you can say biometric authorization to enter into this portal. You need a registered number. So your employee ID, employee number is given, and there also hierarchy will be there. Hierarchy means what? Only this person with this role can order, others cannot. They can't even open this. Those government employees, they have laptops, they go to home, and from home they try to open, it will not open. They have to come to office, and from there only they have to order. That means this website will not function from their home. It detects the Wi-Fi connection from where they are accessing. It should be from the same router from where the government office is running. Everything is so much restricted. You are not using internet anymore. You are using web. And these are all general things. These are all general things. So that means this is deep web. This is deep web. You see, they have so many furniture and all these things are there. Furniture, government offices means Indian government is selling furniture. Can I buy for my home? No, this is not for you. This is for government office. That means this is officially government of India. Right? That means this is deep web. That is the concept of deep web. So dark web, we cannot go into that. So we have three layers of web. What are web layers? So layers are categorized according to restriction. So we have three. What is it? Surface, surface web, and we have a deep web. Another one we have a dark web. Actually, so many more are there. Means inside the deep web again divisions are there. Divisions means for military organizations separate web, private organizations again separate web. Military organizations web is called Martial web, Martian web. We call them as Martian web. Their systems are different. That means technically again so many divisions are there, but not required. These three are enough. You should know that at high level web is categorized into three layers. the surface and deep and dark. And remember, we have to build apps for both of them. For surface web, we build apps. For deep web, we build apps. That means government having a portal called, I just showed you, GEM portal is there, right? Now the question is, who built it? Government people built it? No. The contract is given to NIC. NIC is National Informatics Center. These are the people who maintain websites and marketplace for whom government of India in India. That is the reason all government websites will have nic.in. You see nic.in. NIC is National Informatics Center. These are the people who build. Not everything. Some surf means some portals are maintained by TCS. TCS maintains them. Some maintained by Microsoft also. Contract depends on that. That means depends on contract, right? So we have we have to build for surface web and we have to build for deep web. Now tell me, what is difference in building for surface and deep web? Will there be any difference in websites and application? A lot of difference will be there. Why? Because deep web applications need more security, more restrictions. Am I right? They need a different approach little bit. You can't build same like how you build for a surface web. That means the point is, web is not built in the same way everywhere. According to the requirements, we need to change the strategy. We need to follow certain standards. You can't build the same website like just like how outside people build. In the same way, we cannot build for deep. For deep web, you need some more restrictions. That means, what is the limitation I told you? A deep website cannot open from your home computer, cannot open from another Wi-Fi connection. You know, your bank apps, when you use bank apps, you are trying to open a bank app with, when you register, you will register with some mobile GPS system. And after that, you go home through your Wi-Fi, you are trying to connect, it will warn you saying that, are you sure you are trying to connect this app through another Wi-Fi which is not registered? It even knows that you are not using from the same Wi-Fi. Understood? This all is web. YouTube will not teach you all this. YouTube tutorials, websites will not teach you anything about this. Right? That means web development is not like YouTube course learning. That's the reason so many tutorials will be there, but they are not enough for a real world. You need to gather information from various, and finally you should know what is used in reality. Right? So technically we have several layers of web. I hope you are clear. So surface, deep and dark. So this is web related concept. Another very important is we have web principles. So we have web principles. Web principles are there. Web principles. What are web principles? What is the concept of web? That means, whenever you are developing an application for web, you have to follow certain standards. You have to follow certain standards. Whenever you build, you have to follow certain standards. What are the web principles? Web follows four important principles: accessibility, accessibility, ability, internationalization, internationalization, privacy, and security. These are the four basic principles of web. These are the four principles of web. When you build a professional web application, every professional web application must have all these four things. That means accessibility. So accessibility, internationalization, privacy, and security. These are mandatory, compulsory. You must have them. That's the reason these standards, if they are not there, so many issues you will face. So we will not go very in depth about that, but I will just give a basic point because gradually you will learn. It's not like one day you will learn all these. For example, I will tell you what is this means. What are the basic principles? Suppose you are using your laptops, right? You are using your laptop or desktop. You have keyboard. In your keyboard, you see number J key. Number J key. On that, there is a small symbol, dot is there. Why? If you see the laptops or desktops or any keyboard, so on number J, there will be a small dot, a little embossed line will be there. Why? What is its purpose? In your mobiles also, if you are using a keypad mobile, number 8 key will have that. Now the question is why? I never used in my life, then why it is having? You don't know at all till now. But keyboard companies don't care about whether you know or not. They are not worried about whether your knowledge is there or not about it. But then why they kept it? Why they have to keep it? Because according to the standards, according to the rules, it is a brain leapy recognition of identifying the key. Brain leapy. People who have issues with seeing, they can't see. For them, that is brain leapy center. That means they touch it, they understand that it is J, and from there they can start typing. That is a brain leapy recognition. That what does it means? That means they have designed a keyboard for people who cannot watch, they cannot see. Accessibility is that. Accessibility means according to web standards, a professional website should be in such a way that it is accessible to people in spite of different disabilities. In spite of different disabilities, it should be accessible. That means people who cannot watch, they should use Netflix. What you are talking? People who cannot see, how they will use Netflix? Netflix, Prime Video, Disney, Hotstar. How they use? What is used with for them? Do you know? In Netflix, when you are watching movies, in movies you have subtitles and audio options. Am I right? Have you seen in audio options, there is an option called audio with description. Have you ever seen that? Audio, Hindi, English, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi original. Have you seen a? See, there will be an option called audio with description. Today, you see if you have OTT channels. Audio with description. Have you seen it? Do you know what it is? Audio with description means a person who cannot see, means he don't have a eyesight, he cannot see, still he can watch, he can feel and listen the movie. How it will describe what is happening in the screen. Put that audio with the description and try today watching movie on screen. What is happening, it will explain. It will say that two people are walking, and what they are speaking he can listen, but what they are doing he cannot see. It will explain. Why Netflix and all these people are keeping that option if you don't know how to use it? Till now you don't know, you never used it. They don't care about you whether you know or not. Why? Because that is not their concern. Their concern is according to standards. If they don't put that in their app, the government will ban that app. That is the rule that, see, here little bit rules you can ignore, but in overseas countries, no chance. No chance. If you don't follow the rules, simply it will be banned. There is no chance at all. They will be court-martialed. You might have seen recently. Have you seen recently Facebook CEO, Google CEO, and TikTok CEO? These people were interrogated by FBI, government of US. They were court-martialed. Videos are available. Watch them. That means Facebook CEO and American Congress. Videos are available. Watch on YouTube. They are available. So YouTube is there. Yeah. So here Facebook CEO and American Congress. Yeah. You can see the videos are available. This is Facebook CEO and American Congress related videos. This is Facebook CEO and American Congress related videos. US Senate, right? What is the point? You watch the complete interrogation video. It is like interrogation only. Complete video. You will never use Facebook in your life anymore. Once you watch, they ask him, in Facebook, many people are uploading their personal details, photos, videos, and everything. Are they safe? Are you not sharing with others and all? Are they safe? He says that they are not safe. Simple. He says that they are not safe. I am not responsible for that. When they created an account, they accepted it. They give a list of long terms and conditions. You accepted it. You never read that, no? That means he professionally says that they are not safe. I am not responsible for that if they are misused. Then US government has given an order that, okay, then we are going to ban you in US, then everywhere. Then what they have done, okay, for your concern, we will take some precautions. That's the reason you have seen from past few years, they have given an option like lock your profile. Earlier, we don't have that. You know, your Facebook profile, photos, everything, anybody can watch earlier. Now you don't have that. They can given an option lock profile. That means why he was interrogated, why he was warned by intelligence FBI, because it is lacking security, it is lacking privacy, it have issues. Indian government has banned TikTok. Why? Indian government has banned TikTok. Why? Just because this, do you know who is CEO of TikTok? He is an ex-military personnel of Chinese army. Chinese army. You can see his interrogation is also there in US Senate. So it is there. And he is citizen by Singapore. His family citizen by US. He is working for China. And he sells all the data of yours to the Chinese government. That is misusing the data. So we banned him. We banned them. And still you can see so many, means they ask the question. You watch the video, they ask that India like countries have banned you. Why should not we ban you? If you don't give a confidence that you will not share this data with others, we are going to ban you. That means they warned him recently that they are going to ban there also. This is all the point. That means web requires lot of security. These all standards they have to follow. If they don't follow, they are in trouble. The person who owns it, he will be in trouble. He will be in really trouble in other countries. Here it's fine. That means actually, do you know, means in general, I am explaining. You purchased a bus ticket on some apps, like what are the apps you are having here? Red Bus or something like you are having. You purchased a ticket. they charge you extra service amount of 20 rupees, 50 rupees extra. Even movie tickets, when you buy online, they will charge extra. Do you know? Means whether you know or not, I don't know. Do you know? After buying the ticket on that website, because you paid an extra service charge of 20, 30 rupees during your travel, suppose the bus stopped for 1 hour due to some tire puncture or something, right? And your travel has delayed by 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours. Do you know that entire ticket must be refunded to you according to the consumer law? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. You go to a restaurant bill, they will give a bill for your food. They will put a tax. Do you know in that three tax will be there? In that one tax, you can ask them that remove this. I don't want. He have to remove that and he have to regenerate the bill. You don't need to pay that. You don't know. You blindly pay. Do you know you can ask them that I will not pay this service tax. You just revise it. Then that hotel has to remove it and regenerate the bill. That is completely on you whether you will pay the service tax or not. That GST you will pay, but service tax you will not pay. If they given that, you can say that remove this. They have to remove and they have to bring back the bill. Have to. If they are not doing that, you have a website of Government of India. Just take a snapshot of that bill and send them. Then in next moment, that hotel will be banned. We have all these facilities. This is all online web. So that means web designing is not just kids' job, right? Several apps will come into market. Your kid will build website. Your kid will build apps. What you are talking? These are not kids' things, right? Because lot of concept is involved in this. In reality, from outside, what you see is different. In reality, it is too different. This is the principles you need to follow. I explained accessibility. Accessibility means website must be in such a way that anybody should able to access it in spite of different disabilities. Do you know in your computers, there will be an separate computers, mobiles, there will be an separate option called accessibility settings. Have you seen? Right? Do you know there you have options like people who don't have hands, they cannot touch. They can just speak out and tell what they want. People who cannot see. So you know there is a screen narrator. When they touch on screen, it will tell where they are touching, what they are touching. Have you observed? Suddenly, sometimes in your mobile also it gets turned on automatically. It will be speaking everything on screen. That is accessibility. That means we have to build according to all these standards. That is accessibility, internationalization. Internationalization means what? When our website is watched on particular another region, it should adapt that region rules. It should adapt that region rules. That means Google is working in India, then Indian rules, according to Indian rules, they have to work. These we need to follow. That is called as what? Internationalization. That means it should change. Privacy security means you need to protect the data of the users who are using your applications, right? These are all the points you can see here. So for example, I will show you the concept here. This is w3.org. This is w3.org. And observe the concept here. What is the concept here? The concept is World Wide Web Consortium. And what are the principles? Accessibility, internationalization, privacy, and security. These are the primary principles of web. And very important is this is when you open this accessibility, you will see that what is accessibility means. See, The power of accessibility is access by everyone, regardless of disability. Accessible by everyone, regardless of disability. Any disability should not avoid him from accessing and using web internet. That means people who cannot see, they must able to use internet. People who cannot touch, they must able to use internet. And it is under the maintenance and under the maintain of this person. Who is it? Tim Berners. So these all important. So when we develop websites and application, these all standards we should know. I will show you so many hidden standards which you don't know, but they are present. Suppose I will show you, this is Government of India. This is passport website. Huh? This is passport website, Government of India. This app is actually built by, this is maintained by TCS. This is maintained by Tata Consultancy Services. You can see at the bottom it is there. Na? It is by Tata Consultancy Service. Am I right? It is by Tata. And it is Government of India. And see, this website is having lot of options. So many options are there. So many links. So many options are there. Now, the question here is, how do I know the complete hierarchy of this website? What features in which category they are having? I'm a general user. I am confused with your screen, right? What you are showing here, blinking, here scrolling, here rotating something, the lot of things on your screen. I don't want all this. I just want a clean navigation. I want to go to certain area. Take me there. If you don't have that, then your website is not according to standards. Now, the question here is, how do I know what services they give, which service is there? Even today, you might have seen several times when you are watching some websites, searching where your option is itself, it will take time for you. Am I right? You go to one website and they say that in that website here you have to do this. You will search for it. 10-15 minutes, you will search where that option is. Right? But do you know, according to the standards, when we build a website, we have to tell the user where which option is present clearly, which we call as site map. Every professional website should have a site map. It should have a site map. Otherwise, it is not professional. You see, these people have a site map at the top. You don't know about it. They don't care whether you know or not. You don't know about it, but they don't care whether you know or not, because according to standards, they have to keep and they will keep. You know or not, that's your problem. Why? Because if people know these all techniques, then they can browse internet in a more better way. They can see what exactly they want easily. You see, when I click on this site map, what happens is this site map will give me complete idea of this website. That means where which option is present, where which option is there, it will be there, and it will even navigate to that location. Yep. Mm. So it is important is like, you don't, you can go to that location directly. You just click on that, you can go to that location, right? So many things will be there such which you don't know, but they are present. Why? Because if many people don't know about this, why they have to keep this? Because according to standards, they have to keep it. For example, I will tell you a simple thing. You have Google now, Google, right? In Google, can you tell me what is the purpose of this second button? Seriously? From how many years you are using Google? After all, the first screen, second button, you don't know. You don't know what is that? You don't know. Seriously, you don't know. You never thought what it is. Google every day in your life. Since when you are a kid, you are opening YouTube, Google, everything. You don't know first screen, second button. Now imagine the web concept actually. That means why they have that second button. You people don't know. But do you know professionally when people search for any topic? See, if I am a professional technician, I am looking for certain topics on internet. I will never use the first button. I will use second button only. I will never use the first button because second button precisely gets only the information I am looking for. And the first button will get the nearest possibilities. The first button will check for all nearest possibilities. Then they will give you more, but they are unnecessary. So second button gives me the precise exact what I am looking for. That is the reason in the first button it says, do you mean this? Are you looking for this? It will ask questions to you, right? So that means these are all very important in general. When we develop one application, we have to build so many with standards, right? So like this, that's the reason you may think that you know how to use internet, you know about web, you are a web developer, but in genuine concept is you don't even know 1% of web, even 1%, because 5% is surface web in entire world. In that you don't even know even 1% of web. As a developer, we should know all these because we need to build according to certain standards and principles. That is where people need to understand difference between learning a technology through online websites, YouTube channels, and learning for a real world environment. Some gap is there. So much gap is there, right? You will not get to know about these kind of things, but you should use these in real world development every day. Every day you have to follow these standards, right? So this is our idea. That means we will learn web development in this format. That means here in this session, our idea is to not just teach you web designing, means HTML, CSS. You will get that everywhere on YouTube also. Here, our idea is to train you for developing web applications according to standards, according to the rules, according to the standards. How do we build the apps? That's the important thing you should know. I hope you are clear. These are what web principles. These are web principles. Okay. So web, I hope you are clear. What is network? What are the types of network? What is internet? What is web? And what are web layers and web principles? Another important you should know, web version. You should know about web version. The current latest version of web is web 3. We are in the web third generation. We are in web 3 generation. This is called web 3 generation. We are in the third generation of web. The current latest version of web is 3. That means web have versions. Version is nothing but what the W3 people do is according to the current trends, according to the changing technologies, according to the new concepts coming into the world of development and all. This W3 people, what they do, they test certain technologies. They check that those technologies are good for web, or they check that some technologies are no longer required for web. And what they will do, after doing that, they will prepare one list saying that these technologies are outdated, these technologies are new, you can use them, we have tested them, you don't need to worry about incorporating into your web applications. Like that, they release a new list every few years. And like that, currently we are in which generation? Third generation of web. And in this third generation, some outdated things they have removed, some new concepts they have added, some new recommendations they have given. We have to follow them because generation changes. Because after few 1 2 months or years, what may happen is some new technology may come into market and you will try to use the technology in your applications. That may lead to lot of technical issues. They have to test it and they have to approve it for web. That means these people will test, these people will approve, and they say that okay, you can go with this, then you can go with them. Otherwise, if you don't follow that and you use some technology into the application, it will lead to lot of issues. It may create lot of failures. So the recommendations of technologies, recommendation of obsolete, deprecated concepts, everything will be released as a version. They release as a version. Like that, now we have 3 generations of web. We are in the current generation is 3. We are in third generation. We call it as web 3, right? You know, computers generations will be there. Even processors also, when they release generation wise, they release, right? So technically, this is web version also. You should know what is the concept of web version, right? Next, one more thing you should know. What web comprises of? What web comprises of? That means web means what? So as a developer, what we have to build, what actually web contains? Generally, web contains so many things. Web have so many things, like web have website, web have web applications, we have like blogs, we have like micro blogs, we have like wikis, we have like podcasting, we have like uh, what else is there on web? uh, widgets. These are all the concepts of web. Web contains all these. So many are present. Web contains so many things, and we have a lot of difference between them. We have a lot of difference between them. A developer should know that web means not website. And for example, Amazon, Flipkart. So what these are? They are not websites. They are not websites. That means there is a difference between a website and a web application. Both are not same. You can't call everything as web application. You cannot call everything as website. On web, you have some websites, you have some web applications. You have difference. You have wikis, you have blogs. For example, I will tell you one simple point. These days we have mostly we have vlogs. Vlogs. For example, you have Twitter. You know Twitter, na? Can you tell me what is Twitter? Technically, what is Twitter? How you call Twitter as in technical? Website? Web application? No, it is a microblog. It is not a website. It is not a web application. It is officially a microblog. It is a micro. It is a microblog. Microblog is nature is it allows multiple people and in one place, and everything is hosted on one page. This behavior is called blogger. We call it as blogging. And, generally, we have blog and microblog. Blog means An individual person posts his interests every day. For example, earlier these were very famous, but now it has migrated to video logs, vlogs. You know YouTube channels now? YouTube channels are nothing but video logs. Before YouTube channels, suppose a person have a interest in travel, a person have interest in cooking, a person have interest in something. Then what he will do? He will post all his interests into a location. Many people follow him. Many people can interact with him. They are called blogs. These days, those blogs are gone. We don't have blogs anymore. So these days we have vlogs. Vlogs are what? Video logs. That means what is his interest? He will post on a YouTube. You will follow him. YouTube channels are called as what? Vlogs. We call them as video logs. Earlier, instead of video logs, we used to have this. I will show you here. We have blogger.com. This is blogger. This is blogger. Even now it is there. You can freely create a blog. And do you know you can even get money from blogs? You can even get money from blogs. It's a huge money. People make lot of money with these blogs. Vlogs are making more money these days. Right? For example, you have YouTube channel. In a YouTube channel, suppose 1 million subscribers are there. He uploaded some video. 1 million people watched it. For that, per 1 month, he will get 3 lakhs rupees minimum. 3 lakh rupees just for one video. If million people watch it from Google officially, they will send that money. These days, it is huge business like. Now, the point is, you see, this is a blogger. You can see, create blog, publish. You can even earn money. Google will pay. These are blogs. Now we are not using them. Earlier, people used to use them. People used to use these blogs very much. Every person have his own blog. We subscribe. We watch his content. But now everything is in the form of what? Videos, video logs. And what is the nature of microblog? On one screen, everybody will post information. Similarly, others also there, one by one you will learn. Actually, one more point I will tell you, wiki. What is the meaning of wiki? Wiki is an Hawaiian word which means quick. Wiki means, you know Wikipedia, na? You heard about Wikipedia. Wiki means it allows anybody to edit its content. For example, you opened some website of Naresh IT. You saw some courses details. There is a mistake in that course details. Can you correct it? Can you correct their details? No, you cannot correct, but wiki allows. Wiki allows. Wiki is different from websites. For example, one popular wiki is, you know, IMDb. You have imdb.com. You know about IMDb? This is IMDb. You know this IMDb? Eh? IMDb is a movie database. IMDb ratings, reviews are famous worldwide. Am I right? You see, this is IMDb. In IMDb, some movies related details are there. And I selected that movie or series or something I selected. It will give information about this. And you can see that in this, you can see there is a edit option. What is the purpose of this edit? They have posted cast, crew, their photos. If you feel anything is wrong, you can edit, you can modify. How I can modify somebody else's website? Yes, you can modify. They review your modifications, they will update your modifications. That means this is not a website. This is called as a wiki. Another world's famous wiki, which you know in your daily life, is Google Maps. Google Maps is a wiki. You know, in Google Maps, if any office address, any location is changed, you can rename it. You can add a new location. You can request for change in the location. They will change. You know that? Right? In Google Maps, you can upload photos. You can write review. You can add a new location. You can pin a location and name it. You can know. You know that? that is there. That is Google Maps is a wiki. And designing like that is not easy. It's very difficult. That means my website should allow somebody XYZ to modify. And I should restrict also. Restrict like what? First review his changes, verify the changes and update the changes. It's not easy. It requires a lot of technology. So web is not about building website. Web contains a lot of things. And building everything requires different strategy, different technology. That means once you know how to build a web application, you will understand about others also. Easily we can do them, right? For example, you see Spotify, Savan, all these are called as what? They are called as podcasting. Why they are called podcasting? Because they are not website. They are called podcasting because you can listen to a song on your PC, and if you are connected with a Bluetooth speaker, you can broadcast that onto that speaker. They are called podcasters. We call them as podcasting. They are not websites. We call them podcasting. Podcasting means they can broadcast audio and video. These are all web contents. Web is not about building website or not about building a web application. It has a lot of things. We have to learn different strategies for everyone. That's what web designing is. You will learn all the points how they handle. In this, what is our major one is to learn how to build a web application. Because if we can build web application, we can build others easily. The main concept is web application. If you can build web application, you can build others. Website is easy, blog is easy, microblog is easy. When you learn about React like technologies, you will learn how to build like a microblog, podcasters. These all things we can do. But main concept is web application. So we will start learning with which one? Web application. Before knowing about web application, you should know all this. So a developer means who have knowledge on complete standards, everything you should know. Now let's see how to start building a web application. That means we will see practically working now. That means we will learn how a web application works. Architecture I will show how a web application works. Then we will start building one application. Practically how to install, set up everything I will show step by step. That we will see in next session. Right, in our next session we are going to start practical now. So I will show how do we set up, what to install, what how to install everything step by step. I will show you. You have to follow that, and we can start practically learning one by one. We will start with which concept? Web application, right? That we will see in next session. And next session will be again on Monday. Saturday we will not have a session. Every Saturday will not be like that. So generally every Saturday we will have doubt session. Every day after the class we will have doubt session. At the same time every Saturday we will conduct a doubt session. That means on that week whatever you learned, any doubts, any issues, Saturday we will clarify everything. And Monday we will start. Our next session will be on Monday. Tomorrow no session because just we have demo sessions. We don't need any doubts now. Any doubts are there, just now I will clarify them. Right? Our next session will be on Monday, and Monday we can start practical working on this. Okay? Right. Thank you. You are following that community na? Right? Today our admin will post all the content there. That means this notes and everything we will upload into that community link. So you can go get it from there. Okay? Right. Thank you. Yes, Sambit, what is your doubt? Yes, Sambit.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, sir. Good evening. So today was my first day. So I'm working as a Java developer from last 6, 7 years.
Uh,
So I want to know whether this will be beneficial for me, or I have some basic knowledge of JavaScript and TypeScript. Do I
that
need
is
to join your React batch directly, or do I need to go for this?
so. Which version of JavaScript you know? Which
Mm,
version of JavaScript you know?
so I don't exactly know the version, but
Then leave it.
in my last,
Then
okay,
better leave it because you are not aware of JavaScript completely then. So better to have a good knowledge of React. You need to be master in JavaScript. So
okay,
better you be perfect in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, then you can go into React like technologies. So your Java is completely on backend. This completely will be on front end. So this will help you to understand technologies in the front end very much. And what you have already knowledge is not enough for React like concepts.
okay,
Okay. Uh,
okay.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Online people, any doubts are there? Any issues are there? Anybody? Is it clear with everyone? If you don't have any doubts, any issues, we will continue on Monday. If you have any doubts or issues, then let me know. You can raise your hand so that I can get back to you. Okay, then. So if you don't have any doubts, we will continue in tomorrow's session. Thank you. Right. Monday. Okay. Right.